say welcome back, I know what I'm supposed to do.
All right, welcome back. We are here.
Man,
We are missing one.
we are down one.
I know.
Our young one.
And we've rearranged.
I know. I kind of like this setup,
Really?
though. It's easier to look at, too.
But I like the corner.
I know you do, but I'm in the same seat. So
You
now
wanna
I don't
swap-
have to, like, split my time between both of y'all. I can just look at this direction.
You want to swap? I'll sit over there.
Nah, I don't want to. My chair's slightly taller than you. It makes me feel superior.
Well, I was going to bring my other chair over here, and then I sat down in this. I thought, man, that's kind of nice. But I'm sitting a little lower, but it's fine.
That's why Spencer's over there. He likes the comfy chair. He
Well,
likes
Spencer-
the corner.
Every time you say Spencer, this is Spencer.
He's got the laid back look. He's set way back,
You know why he do that?
almost slouching.
You know why he does that?
You know.
Because he don't have to do anything else. You ever see him flip any pages on anything? You ever look at his phone?
Oh, goodness. We got papers galore today.
I know we
You'd
do.
think we were doing a newscast or
You know,
something.
what week is this? It's
Uh,
the week of Thanksgiving.
It's my favorite holiday.
Is it the food or is it the Black Friday part about it?
Oh, I don't like the Black Friday
you
part.
not?
I mean, I go with my girls because they all like it. I try to hang in there. I'm the coffee support guy, so I run and get the coffee while they're in the store and bring it back and refuel them. But then when it gets to those early hours in the morning, I sleep in the car. Like I get them somewhere, we're in a safe area. Y'all phone when you're coming out, and I'll be in the car asleep.
But do you like the way they've changed it up? A lot of it now, that the stuff is going on like a week before or 2 weeks before, and then it leads into, especially like Walmart, they do something crazy like that.
It doesn't matter to me one way or another. My family just likes doing the late night or early morning aspect of it. That's what they like is the something different. It feels like you're kind of rebellious or
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I don't know if rebellious is the right word, but you're doing something adventurous, and that may be a better word.
Is that what it is, or do you know you're going for a good deal?
Oh no, my family's not going for. They're not like, okay, the TVs are on sale. Let's go get a TV for $2.99.
We need to be at Target at 4:30. Then at 6, we can be at Belk, and then at 7:30 we'll go back to Walmart and see if there's anything left over. The crowd will be gone.
That's that's not the motive at our house. It's hey, let's go out and do something wild, and then go eat breakfast and come home and crash.
I'm not going to work the Friday after Thanksgiving. I've always worked. I'm taking,
Are you going shopping then?
I don't know, probably. I
You
might
gonna
do.
hit the adventure?
I'm going to go to the Depot.
All right. You and Amanda are gonna divide up and conquer.
Probably.
All right. You go to your store. I'll go to my store.
Because I can't handle going with her because it wears me out. Trying to keep up with her, and then we're looking at stuff I don't want to look at. I know that's the husband thing to do, but it wears me out.
Do you run out of attention span when you're looking at stuff you don't necessarily get enjoyment out of looking at?
There's something about it that just makes me exhausted, mentally and physically. I've just a half a day of shopping is like 2 days of physical work for me.
You're like, I could build a back deck and be less tired than I
Yeah.
did going shopping this morning.
I guess because it doesn't bother me to be out in the sun and build a deck. But
Oh
whatever.
goodness.
well, I got stuff about Thanksgiving.
What do you got about Thanksgiving?
What?
You
You
gonna
want-
quiz me,
Well, I can.
or are you just gonna share a fact? and
I can
want
share some facts, and then you can chime in whenever you want to.
colorful commentary.
That's
That's
right.
my job.
So, first proclaimed by George Washington in 1789,
1789.
but it wasn't until 1863. Who was the president? You think?
1863.
Around the Civil War.
That's Abe Lincoln.
That's right. He finally declared Thanksgiving a national holiday. So it went from, I think it's 1621 when the Pilgrims, gave thanks,
Okay.
till 1863 before it actually became a national holiday.
All right. So what did Washington do to it then?
He just proclaimed it.
He just said,
It's like
hey,
a day of thanks.
let's have some Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, I mean, they drug their feet.
So who commercialized it and said it's got to have a turkey? Do y'all do a turkey?
We do.
Okay.
But I think last year we did a ham.
Are you okay with that?
I don't, either way. You can give me a pack of ham or turkey lunch meat, and I'm good with that.
See, I'm not. I want a turkey. Don't give me the ham on Thanksgiving. I want the turkey.
Are you because you want to cut it? Are you the one that's
Oh,
over
no,
there
I'm not.
slicing it?
No, I don't care about that part. I'm actually not any good at that, so I'd rather somebody else do it. It don't feel like Thanksgiving without a turkey to me. That's My family is. I think me and Misty are probably out on an island on that. They're my side of the family, not Misty's side. My side, they're okay if we go out to eat. My grandpa say every year, y'all just go to McDonald's. No, Pop, I don't want to go to McDonald's for Thanksgiving. I do not.
I could maybe go to Cracker Barrel.
Could you?
Maybe.
And count it. Get a turkey
I
plate.
could, yeah.
Okay.
Don't you think if you go there, it's going to be packed out?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. So there's more people that's got the same thing in their mind.
Golden Corral feels like it
Golden Corral.
would be packed out. I don't like Golden Corral. Do you like it?
I didn't even know they're still around.
Yeah, there's one in town.
Golden Corral?
Yeah, there's
Not
one.
around here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really?
Yeah, a little north of here,
Okay.
over there near where the earthquake happened. That's right.
I still don't believe that.
You don't believe that? You're not.
Did you
buying?
feel it?
I didn't feel it. They said it sounded like thunder. That's what somebody said.
I probably didn't pay attention.
You weren't awake. It was 10 o'clock in PM. You were not awake.
No, I slept through it.
You slept right through this thing. There's nothing for you to worry about.
So why are we talking about it then? If it sounded like thunder, then who cares?
It was supposedly in our area there was an earthquake. For those that are listening, I don't know if I gave all the context there, but 2.5 on the Richter scale,
Which is nothing. We have blasts in coal mines around here that's more than that.
Somebody probably thought that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Now, if I got up and there's a fault line in my front yard, then I care. If it's
Good.
2.5, no.
goodness,
All
Jody
right.
slept through it.
So in 1939, Franklin Roosevelt moved Thanksgiving 1 week earlier. Why would you do that?
Why did he move it?
He
What does
hoped
it say?
that a lengthened holiday shopping season would increase spending and alleviate the effects of the Great Depression.
I can see that. I should have put that together in my mind.
I think I heard today that there's five less shopping days between Thanksgiving and Christmas compared to last year.
You better shop hard.
No, 5 days. That's almost a week.
Do you shop early for Christmas?
Oh, yeah, mine's already done.
Is it really? No. I was like, man.
No.
Well, we have a mutual friend the other day that I found out loves Christmas music, and I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Spencer.
No.
I bet he loves it, though.
He might. I don't know.
He loves Christmas. I mean, he's got his tree up. Oh, we did put our tree up.
You
though.
put your tree up?
Yeah, but it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
It's been up there for a week, but nothing. I plugged it in when I put it up,
And then unplugged it?
and well, it stayed about 4 hours. I'll
Okay.
give it that, and it ain't been on since.
Why'd you unplug it?
Well, because you have to go to bed at some point. And I don't leave it on at
No.
night
Mine has a little button on it. Like we got a
for like a foot pedal thing.
a little foot pedal, so you just
Yeah.
walk by. And,
Well, see, I haven't got it hooked up. I got it under the tree, but I used a long extension cord because where I had it, I don't know how Amanda, she always plugs it in the way she wants to. So I
Yeah.
just drug a long extension cord from way down the hall all the
you
way
just
to
made it work.
Look, I plugged it in. I said, hey, okay.
The lights are burning.
All the lights work. I'll just leave it plugged in until she gets home. And I just left it on until I went to bed, and I turned it off.
You were a good husband.
I thought
I
so.
thought you ought to get brownie points for
Well,
that.
I think it's been 2 weeks that she's tried to get me to bring it out, and I've kept saying it's too early. So I probably didn't get brownie points because I'm actually, in her mind, I'm late in getting it out. But
But-
my goodness, it's early.
It's early.
Yeah.
So ours is up, but undecorated. Our tree is up. But it's actually thrown my mind into this weird chaos because the tree's up, it feels like it should be Christmas. But then I keep having these realizations that it's not even been Thanksgiving yet, that it's, we're just now getting to Thanksgiving. So it's messing with my mind. It's messing.
Realistically, I would love to keep a Christmas tree up year round. I love the lights. I love lights outside on the house. I love all that. It's
You just want to leave them up year round?
I would. Yeah. I mean, and leave them on. I'm not just talking about the ones that unplug them and wait till
Okay.
next December to plug
I
them
know
back
how
in.
that bothers you.
there's
That
a lot-
burns you up.
I know a lot of people.
I got some bows I'm going to stick on your house one day.
You know what happened yesterday? Well, how long has it been since Halloween?
I don't know, a month.
Seems like it, right?
Yeah, and maybe not quite, I
So
guess.
so finally the blown up ghost in my neighbor's yard, it finally came down yesterday. And
Did
then
you
all
help
the
it?
ghosts, no. No, as bad as I wanted to. And then all the ghosts and goblins and pumpkins and all the, even headstones, got fake headstones. Like, I mean, it goes all out. It's good. I mean, it looks nice.
Yeah.
It don't look nice like a week before Thanksgiving, but But then this morning when I went through, the Christmas tree's up. So I'm like converted from Halloween to Christmas like that.
Overnight. Man.
They did a good job. I'm proud of them.
They knew there was on 5 less shopping days. They better get that thing
so.
rolling.
Maybe so.
So Roosevelt was trying to motivate some sales. That's what he was trying to do.
Yeah, but they
did it work?
For I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe so. For 2 consecutive years, some states refused to recognize the change. So some states had it 1 week earlier than others for 2 years.
Man,
That's kind of weird.
That's weird.
Isn't it?
Said, all right, Thanksgiving, and then we're going to our relatives that live state over, and we're going to have Thanksgiving again.
Yeah.
Both of them on Thanksgiving Day, 2 weeks apart.
And then in 1941, FDR gave in and signed a bill making the 4th Thursday in November the official date for Thanksgiving nationwide, regardless if it's the last Thursday of the month or not.
So do you like it on a set rotation like that? Or do you rather, let's pick the 24th and make it the 24th every year, regardless of what day of the week it's on?
I don't understand the Thursday part of it. I feel that if you're going to have a holiday, say like, they do Mondays for everything, let's just make Saturday. Saturday is going to be the go-to day for holidays.
Okay.
So except maybe July 4th.
But nobody's getting out of work then, Jody. That's why they.
I know.
Why Thursday? I'm intrigued as how they, because in my brain Thursday and Thanksgiving work, but that's because that's all I've ever known. I mean, it's you say Thanksgiving, I think Thursday.
Yeah.
But I wonder why originally they picked it. If it was just arbitrary or
because that's a lot of people. It's a 4-day weekend. They get that Friday off too, and then they got the weekend off. But see, I'm gonna be bursting the bubble and say Saturday. Put it on Saturday, no matter what. Christmas is on a Saturday.
Nobody's getting extra days with Jody's world.
Thanksgiving's on a Saturday.
I'm glad you didn't run for
Halloween,
president.
which ain't a holiday, but it's on a Saturday.
I'm glad you didn't run for president. If you made these changes,
You better hope I don't run for something.
I don't want them.
That and the time change. That and the time change.
I'm with you on the time change, but I'm not with you on the make everything a Saturday.
I want your vote.
I do want to know why they came with Thursday, though. I am intrigued. I wonder how that. I'm sure it had a purpose originally.
But why? I'm sorry. I would think, though, if you wanted to join a weekend, it would be a Friday or a Monday.
You would think. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Why not Friday? Why Thursday?
Just to be different.
That was just FDR's favorite day of the
Maybe
week.
so. Maybe so.
Said, I like Thursdays.
And then originally Thanksgiving may not have even been celebrated in November at all.
Like early on, we're talking when the Pilgrims landed.
Well, not quite that early.
Okay.
So there isn't any clear historical information on the actual date of the first Thanksgiving, but some historians have suggested that it may have taken place in mid-October, which,
That makes sense.
yeah, no big deal.
Whatever.
I mean, as long as we're not saying March and we flopped it all the way to
Let's just-
November, yeah, that's crazy.
Whatever.
Yeah. So President Lincoln assigned the holiday to fall on the last Thursday in November, possibly to coincide with the date the Pilgrims first landed the Mayflower in New England. Answered your question.
There you go.
There it is. See?
If I'd have just waited.
You are all the time asking questions, and I tell you, hold up now.
I know. I get too antsy.
Oh, you do.
I get
You
too
do.
excited.
Like,
Yeah.
just listen.
Just got to wait. And
Settle down, Joe.
Jody
Settle
knows
down.
he's got a plan.
Settle down. Benjamin Franklin. Did you know that he favored the turkey? He'd rather have the turkey as the national bird over the bald eagle. How about that?
Me and old Ben might. No, I don't like it because then we couldn't eat it. Is that right? If he'd have got that as the national
that's
bird,
right. That's right.
I'd be eating.
Bald eagle.
But that bald eagle on the table. I think turkey's got a little more meat.
You might have to have 4 bald eagles every Thanksgiving.
I was going to say, I'm going to be disappointed.
I
That's
know.
what I'm going to
I
be.
know.
Oh.
But I guess if you've
That's
ever
like
watched,
family of 16 sat around the table and there was one quail.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
but a bald eagle is majestic. Is that a good word for a bald eagle?
Majestic was a good word. I like it.
Majestic. I mean, and it's pretty cool. I mean,
They look tough.
Oh yeah. I mean,
How would you like to, you got this shirt with a turkey on the front. I mean, it's not saying Happy Thanksgiving. It's saying,
saying
America's pride.
yeah. God bless America, and your turkey comes out. Crazy.
It's not real masculine. I mean, it's not a tough looking bird.
I don't know though. If you ever seen a gobbler when he struts and when he puffs up, I mean,
Do the
it's pretty
strut
awesome.
again.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not really a strut.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you hit a little.
Well, I couldn't get my tail to work. So, but it is pretty neat to see when they do that.
I wouldn't mess with one. I'm not saying I'm picking a fight with it. I'm just saying watching that bald eagle scoop a fish out of the water is a pretty awesome sight. Watching a turkey get a run and start to try to fly is impressive.
I don't know. If I wasn't in this little corner right here and caught it, I'd get up and I'd strut for you and show what I have. I really would. Because they make a thump. They go, doof. They make that noise too. A gobbler does when they're strutting.
I don't know. I don't know enough about turkeys then.
I used to turkey hunt, so
Could you do the turkey call you put in your mouth and all that stuff?
Yeah, all that. Yeah. Sure enough.
Man, Jody, you were a hunter. I can't see you as a hunter.
Really?
Deer hunter, turkey hunter,
Deer,
squirrel,
turkey. Oh yeah.
all of it.
I love it.
All right, wild boar.
I loved deer hunting, but then when I first started turkey hunting, they always said if you ever turkey hunted, you'd fall in love with it. And I did. And I'd take vacation from work and I'd just go and I'd turkey hunt all week.
Jody
like
and
that.
vacation are not words I'm used to hearing.
I know.
in the
Yeah,
same
that's
sentence.
way in the past because that doesn't happen anymore, does it?
Oh goodness.
So I kind of gave up all that stuff. I mean, I
So-
need to go home and like wipe the dust off the guns.
So elk hunting, big game. Would you go? Would you ever take a trip and do that?
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah.
I talked to a guy yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, that lives in Alaska, and he loves to hunt. He said they hunt moose a lot. That they do. They were having moose-aroni pizza last night.
Moose-aroni pizza.
And what they do is they kill the moose and they do a process and they basically create pepperoni out of the moose. It's like a summer sausage, I kind of guess is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Thinly slice it, put it on the pizza, and they have moose-aroni. But he said they have black bear. They eat black bear on a regular basis. So we asked, like, what's the best way to eat black bear? And they scramble it up like sausage. It's prepared like sausage and put it in pound packages, and then you fry it up like a sausage patty and eat it. And they do hamburger steaks and that kind of stuff. He said if you ate the sausage and he didn't tell you, you wouldn't know it's not Jimmy Dean's. And that was kind of his.
Oh, really?
That's what he's supposedly. I mean, that sounds like a.
Bear just doesn't sound good. I don't even know if I'd try bear. I mean, if we like.
After hearing this guy describe it this way, which they mixed in like 20% pork fat with it, so it had a little bit of. It would taste.
You're taking all the gamey. Like, if you're out there on the hunt and y'all going to cook it up that night, it'd be a lot different what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think this has been loved up a little bit. It's just.
But I don't think I want to go bear hunting.
No black bear hunting.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, if I kill it, I'd want to eat it, and I just don't. Like I said, I don't think a black bear would be good.
Moose? Would you eat moose?
Oh yeah. Elk. I'd love to try elk.
Slice that
good.
belly. This guy take us going. He's certified to take us big game hunting in Alaska.
Oh, I'm sure.
You wanna
got
go?
some money?
I don't
Go
know.
with it. It ain't free.
Oh,
But I like dove hunting,
Never
quail, pheasant, chucker. Oh
I don't
man,
even know what that last one was.
it's like a dove with a
I
longer neck.
chunk something when I get done with
Yeah.
it. Chucker.
If you ever went and it's a dog hunt, man, there's nothing like it. When you've got a guide, oh man, it is so great. Because I've never seen these bird dogs. They will get on the bird and they're just a statue. They don't move or nothing until that guide tells them what to do. He's just got these key words. And it's two of us. We had four of us all together. Two of us went with one guide and a dog, and the other two went with a guide and a dog. So he would get us set up wherever he's pointing at. The guide would get us to set up wherever, and then he'd flush it out. And like he said, we won't lose a bird. He said if it flies off, if it's wounded, he said we will get it. We don't walk out of here without. And he was right. One of us shot a pheasant, and it flew across the lake, and is wounded and landed on the other side. But by the time we left and all that stuff and went around there, we finally found it and all that stuff. So I thought that was pretty impressive. They don't leave anything. But these are pen-raised birds, too.
Okay.
Where they flush them back and forth to keep them exercising. Then they let them loose. You saw a lot of birds that didn't even move, that they're on the ground just running around. That's how many birds they had.
Good night.
Ask me if I felt guilty about shooting them.
I don't think you did.
I did not.
I can see it in your eyes.
It was fun.
You didn't even blink an eye.
So what they did too is after we killed all these birds, if you killed 5 pheasant and however many doves and chucker and quail and all that stuff, you swapped it out. They had a processing plant down there too, so they just gave you as many of each kind that you shot, and you had a freezer bag thing that they.
Oh, so they already had it ready.
Yeah, so you just
they took yours, processed it, and the next shoot
yeah. So
came
whoever,
in.
yeah. So
They had a system
it was
going.
nice. It was nice.
They had a system right
I
there.
wish I could do that all the time, but that was just. I did that twice, and it never happened again.
All right, so Jody, me and you need to go. I've never been hunting.
Oh, you'd love it. Hey, let me tell you, I was shooting, and you can even is a Benelli shotgun. It was an over and under, real expensive gun that I used down there, and
Your gun or their
no,
gun?
it was theirs.
Okay.
And so I wanted a 20 gauge because I knew if we was going to be doing a lot of shooting, I did not want a 12 gauge because I knew it was going to kill my shoulder after so many. And let me tell you something. I was shooting. I had that gun at one point on my arm right here shooting because my arm was killing me. We shot so many times. And it looked like I'd been in a wreck. The next day, I was black and blue all on my shoulder. Oh, it was terrible.
Good.
But it was fun, though.
Oh.
So.
Could you still do it? Can you take the kick and all that stuff still?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The neck's
That's
fine and handle all
Oh,
that?
yeah. To shoot a shotgun.
Okay. Goodness. When you get lined up,
We need to go shoot.
that would that's not something I've done a lot of in my life, so I got very limited experience in that
Yeah,
department.
you'd love it. Go do it every once in a while. It's fun.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Whether it's a pistol or a rifle or a shotgun.
But talking to that guy about all that stuff, it was fun. They do fishing. He leads fishing expeditions and stuff like that.
See, that would be a cool job.
Well, he does something totally different in his full-time job. This is just something that he had done in the past. So he was talking just a little bit about it. Life in Alaska. He's from Alabama, but has lived in Alaska now for, I think he's at like 28 years, something like that. Anyway, he's lived there longer than he's lived in Alabama. And he didn't go there till he was an adult. So that was a pretty cool story.
Don't think about being a guide like I'd went turkey hunting down there too at the same place, and you've got a guide for it, separate guide. And I talked to him about it. He's a young guy, and he just made it sound like it's, not that it's boring, but it's just it gets old like anything else. One thing is, if you like to hunt, you're not actually hunting. You're out there letting somebody else hunt.
Yes.
But you're having to get up at the same time really early and meet these guys and take them out here and put them in these spots and all that. So I don't know if I'd like it or not.
You got to be a real people person, I think, to enjoy it. Like where you just get joy out of them getting joy.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I did good today. Yeah. I think you'd have that mentality.
Yeah, probably.
How'd we get on Alaska and hunting from talking about Thanksgiving?
I don't know.
I distracted us. Get back on tell me something else fascinating.
Right. The menu for the first Thanksgiving in Plymouth in 1621. That's a long time.
That's a long time
ago. Likely included lobster.
Ooh.
I never thought about any of this stuff.
Let's rethink Thanksgiving.
Well, think about it. Swans.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about a swan.
What about a seal?
I'd eat a seal.
Would you?
I'd try it.
You think they're flippers? Is that what is there?
If it tastes like any other, I hadn't met many seafood that I don't like apparently. So
is a seal considered seafood though?
It seems fatty. Like you're going to trim a lot of fat. I think you're going to trim a lot of fat off.
Right. That's right.
Okay, go ahead. All right. So those were all on the ingredients.
Yeah. So the feast between pilgrims and the Native Americans lasted for 3 days.
I like that aspect too.
Yep. It sounded like a big old party, right?
It's a celebration.
So do you think there's like leftovers for that third day? So the first day, they're still sitting out there, flies on it and all that kind of stuff. Well, if we're talking about November and we're talking about
Not
up
so
north,
bad. It's
probably
cold. It's cool.
Yeah, that's good. You can sit out.
Not the lobster though. You got to catch some fresh lobster. That thing went bad.
How would they have known to catch lobster? I guess the Indians knew. I don't know. I couldn't go out there right now.
When I get to thinking about who tried things for the first time and said, I bet I could crack that open and eat it, I just don't know. But I'm glad somebody did with the lobster because I love it.
I think the first time I saw a lobster, I'd be like, I'm staying away from that joker. Especially when it's got one big old claw.
I know.
It's like, I ain't touching that thing.
It's not going through your mind. I bet I could crack that open and eat the meat out of there.
No, you're thinking, if I can get inside that shell, you think it's any good to eat?
Ooh, if I could dip it in a little butter.
Well, even when you do, to try and figure out how to make it taste right, how do you cook it? So if you're putting it over an open flame, I'm sure you're putting the whole lobster right.
Everything's on the campfire.
You jabbed a stick through that thing, and you got that thing on and you're telling your son, hey, in a couple minutes, flip that thing over. And then that claw's hanging down there and it's burning, catching on fire.
Just throw the claw away. You don't want that part anyway, son. It's not good.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want what's in the mid. Oh, goodness. You like lobster?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
You ever ate a whole lobster?
A whole lobster?
Yeah. You ever got the whole
Probably
lobster?
not. Probably not.
Oh, man. Did I tell you my story about the whole lobster when me and Misty were teenagers?
I think you
I
have.
think I have.
Go
and
ahead.
Anyway, we splurged. We went to Red Lobster, and I had my big paycheck, and I said, get the whole lobster. And when we went to crack the claw, we couldn't do it single-handedly. Misty couldn't. So I said, give it to me, and I stuck the cracker around it, and when I squeezed it, I shot the claw in both directions. One hit the wall on the booth we were in. The other hit a man's foot under the table. He didn't think it was as funny as we did
Really?
as teenagers. He did not see the humor.
So what do you think, you're being funny?
I don't know. I guess he thought we were being immature, which we probably were because we were 16, 17 years old. We had never had a lobster. We didn't know what we were doing.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's hard to do when you're young and never done it before.
That's right.
That's still a challenge.
We opened one.
Crab claws? That's
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Later in life, we opened one and it was all green on the inside. And
Did you eat it?
no, we did not. But we were told it was actually. Somebody said that means it's going to be really good, but I couldn't overcome the greenness of it. It wasn't something.
Once in a lifetime lobster, you missed out.
Somebody might listen to this and go, "I can't believe that. That's a delicacy." And I said, "I'd like another one, please."
Why is green a color that we automatically think rotten, spoiled? I don't think of anything that could be green that'd be good. And when it comes to meat,
Broccoli.
yeah,
I don't like broccoli. Do you like
I
broccoli?
do like broccoli.
Okay.
If it's good and hot and steamed and like if it sits there long enough to cool off, I mean it's okay. But I want it like right when it's like real melts in your mouth.
Ooh. There was a restaurant I ate at recently just last week. It was a new restaurant, so the lady was telling me a lot of different stuff, and she recommended to one of the other guys I was eating with that he get his double steamed. That's the way she liked it, and they do some kind of special seasoning on it. And he said he doesn't typically like it, but he enjoyed eating it. He said it was the way to go. So,
Well,
double steam, try it out.
We're talking about food.
All right. So they were having lobster. I'm going to propose that to my family. Can I get a copy of your article here later?
You can have it.
I'm going to send it to my family and say, menu adjustment.
Let's see. They said that they don't know for sure, but they figured that the Pilgrims hunted for any kind of the birds, and they think swans were included. They do know that the Indians brought 5 deer. You think
Okay.
that was enough? I'd be like, 5? Is that it?
That-
You know,
That's
you
all
see how
you-
I'd be like, you see these people?
we
You
wanted
brought-
this party to last 3 days?
That's right.
Lame.
Yeah, but it's thought that lobster and seal were likely involved due to their availability in the area. But a seal, I
You don't want to seal?
don't know.
You need to see.
I'm hungry.
Do people still eat it?
What, seal?
seal?
I'm sure
Is
it's probably
that-
some kind of protected.
I wondered. That's what I was going to say. I've never seen it on a menu anywhere. Not that I frequent places that sell abnormal things.
That would be if you got seal.
I'm really craving.
I feel like it'd be very expensive if you did.
I think so.
Yeah, you
Yep.
could probably go to like China or something.
How would you like it if they said, "Yeah, we just had some flown in today"? Oh, I was just asking. I don't really want it. It's gross.
All right, Thanksgiving Day football games began in what year do you think?
I'm gonna say that's a 70s, 72.
1972.
Yep.
You're about 100 years off.
Really?
1870s.
Really?
Yeah. So Turkey Day football began long before the country would watch sports on TV, of course, because we didn't have TVs. So in fact, football wasn't even a professional sport when the Thanksgiving game tradition took hold. In 1876, Yale played Princeton in the first ever Thanksgiving Day football match.
So people flocked to the stadium and watched it, but it wasn't
Guess so.
televised.
I guess so.
Okay. That makes sense.
So it says at that point the sport was still evolving from a rugby style game.
I was trying to make it televised is what I was trying to do. That's why I jumped.
Oh yeah.
But
Well, I guess you could probably, you might could think that the way that the title read.
so I can see that though. That's pretty fun. Somebody said, "We're looking for something to do. The seal, we've run out of seal. We need to do something else." Let's watch them play pigskin.
All right, the first Macy's
pigskin.
Thanksgiving Day parade. When do you think that was?
Oh, well, if Yale's doing it in 1800, let's see. I don't know that it's more than 100 years old, is it? Let's
I'm
put
not
it.
cheating for you.
Let's put it at 1901.
1924.
Oh,
Not too bad.
I should have went with my answer. I
Yeah,
should have
100
trusted
years.
myself. I would have been really close.
And it featured animals from the Central Park Zoo.
Well, they walked some real animals down the street.
Right.
Oh, I'd have went to that parade.
So-
They got a giraffe on a leash. Come on.
The parade stretched just 2 blocks.
Okay.
It's
well,
not big at all. Let's see. They called it a marathon of mirth. Notably, however, there was none of the balloons and parade that the parade is known for today. Instead, they had live bears, elephants, camels, monkeys, all from the Central Park Zoo. There were also floats with puppets, celebrities, bands, costumed Macy's employees, and, of course, Santa Claus.
Wow.
So could you see 2 people that worked at the zoo, manhandling a bear as they're walking it down? I mean, that makes no sense. The bear might go after
How
the monkey.
terrified are you when you see the bear coming and you see this me and you just got him on a little 1/4-inch chain.
Who thinks that's a good idea?
We'll hold him back.
Yeah, the camel, maybe.
Yeah.
Or even the monkey. They probably got it in a cage, I'm sure, on a float or something. I don't know. They probably had.
They're not
tied
walking
down.
these things down,
I don't
right?
know.
They're-
I don't know. See if I can find some
I
pictures.
want some footage from this. Is what I want.
I'm just saying the bear thing is like if we're like, hey, we need 10 animals from the zoo. Y'all hurry and grab them. And the guy's like, should we take the bear? It's a small bear. It could be a small bear.
Could be.
Yeah.
They carried him in their arms.
Even the elephant. I'm not
Little
taking it.
cub.
Are you taking an elephant out?
No, I'm not
No, I'm
taking
not
any of
taking-
these out.
no. I mean, this ain't a circus to where they're halfway trained.
I was gonna say, is Barnum and Bailey here?
Oh my goodness.
This is where they got their idea. They said, Macy, you inspired us. Do you watch the parade?
I do.
Do you?
I like it. Yeah.
Tradition.
Well,
for y'all?
I'll put it this way: it's on. I always turn it on. I'm not watching. There's too much singing now.
Okay.
I think and maybe too because I don't know anyone nowadays that's singing.
Makes it
these
harder.
Young whippersnappers
Yeah.
that are up and coming. Yeah.
Whippersnappers. That's a old man term.
Well, I had that comment about me being old on one of our videos. So.
If you take your meds, we'd be all right. So let me ask this. Amanda comes to you and says, Jody, I want to go to see the parade live.
Have fun.
Are you going? Would you pack the bags, drive up to New York, fly up to New York, whatever your preference is?
I feel like it's going to be like going to see the ball drop. I don't want to be involved.
Don't want to be involved?
Don't want to be involved.
If you can get a hotel that's on the parade route and you can stay in your room, maybe it has a balcony, maybe it doesn't have a balcony.
If I can slide the window open, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
You're down with that?
I'm
You just
good.
don't want to be down there in the crowd
I'll leave next Wednesday.
with the 2 million of your closest buddies.
Yeah.
That's on the bucket list for my family. They want to go to the parade. I've never pulled the trigger. I don't know why. It's not like it's this super costly endeavor. I mean, you're out, whatever. I'm sure hotels are skyrocketed during that time, I'm imagining. But
Let me ask you this: why is it not considered price gouging when hotels can bump their prices up on a holiday or anything like that?
You're hitting the nail on the head now.
I mean,
Listen, we got traffic situations now where they charge you by the amount of people that are on the road. The toll lanes that
Yeah.
they fluctuate with traffic. That's kind of price gouging too, ain't it?
I would think so. I mean, isn't my tax money paying? Well, if you live in that city
Yeah.
or that state, of course, I would be like, my tax dollars are going, especially when you buy gas. A lot, most of the time, there's a charge in there. Some of the taxes going towards your roads and all that. So you're double taxing me. Maybe we shouldn't start this because I'm getting.
You're not giving thanks, Jody. You're supposed to be giving thanks right now.
You're right.
I am thankful for highway systems. How about that? There you go. I'm out of
But
that
I
for
would
you.
like to go to. That would be interesting to see though.
So you'd go to the parade if
to
you
see
could-
the balloons and all. I, mean,
I
that's
see.
pretty
That's what I
cool.
think. I'm in support of it, and I really don't know why I had never pulled the trigger for them.
I think it was last year, if memory serves me right, that they had some stout winds, and so they had to pull them babies down, just about head high when they're flying.
Wouldn't that be weird? You got a high room, and you're just see all you see is the top of them now.
Yeah.
I think that one was Snoopy.
I have a feeling that would happen if I went. Something like it would probably either come a blizzard or come this huge downpour, and they'd either cancel the whole thing or strong with something. That's my luck.
So how far out do you think you have to book a hotel on that route?
Oh my goodness!
I don't think it's a year. I think it's more than a year.
Probably so.
I don't think you could get on. I don't think you could go right now, pull your phone up and say, I want a hotel on that parade route and get one.
Probably not. Well, too.
Considering it's like 3 days away.
Well, you probably got illegals in those hotels.
Wow. We took a jump right there.
Well, I'm just saying. Okay. Might be why you can't get one of those hotels.
Might be.
I'm just saying.
All right. You keep asking me. Give me some facts.
Let's see.
This Thanksgiving episode is brought to you by filling a sponsor here.
Yeah. The pardoning of a turkey has become an annual White House tradition. Did you know that?
I did.
But no one's quite sure who started it.
I don't even
How
know.
would you not know that?
I don't even know what it's about. What are they pardoning it from? I mean,
from it going to the dinner table.
It lives forever, or it's
They
like a
put
1
it in
year.
That goes to a zoo, a petting farm.
He lives his
somewhere.
life
They
out as
let it loose in the woods. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's a white one. I mean, it's not a wild turkey. So if you go take it, and let it loose in the woods, you got a white turkey.
Are we sure that that's what's happening, or do they really just pardon it and then go out? And
they go chop its head off.
It's a butterball shortly
right.
afterwards.
They're not going to waste 30 pounds of turkey.
I'm just saying. Do we know?
But they say it goes back as far as Lincoln. So other than that, they don't know. How do you not know? I mean,
how do you not know? Like somebody did it the first time. Nobody took notes. They had a
is there not a journal?
bad press secretary at that point.
Back in those days, everybody had journals. So you're telling me some president didn't have a journal saying, today I pardoned the turkey.
Whoever was writing it down didn't like the president said.
This right here I found very interesting.
What is that?
Thanksgiving leftovers led to the first ever TV dinner. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Okay. In 1953, Swanson. You know Swanson.
I know Swanson.
I didn't know. I didn't know they were around that long, but they overestimated how much turkey would be consumed on Thanksgiving and had to get creative with 260 tons of leftover poultry.
Woo!
That's not a little bit.
Freeze it. That's what they said.
How much is 260 tons?
I don't know. That's a lot of turkey.
So using 5,000 aluminum trays and an assembly line of hand packers, I like how they said that, hand packers, they created a Thanksgiving-inspired meal with the leftover turkey, cranberry dressing, gravy, peas, and sweet potatoes. The dish was sold for a grand total of 98 cents. And in the first full year of production, they sold 10 million of them, birthing the pre-packing frozen meal industry.
I'm baffled. Couldn't find words. Do you like a TV dinner?
I do.
I do occasionally.
I don't know the last time I've had one, but I would say I grew up on them.
I grew up on them. Yeah.
And loved every minute of it. I mean, I'm not saying, a TV dinner.
Did you like
I wanted the TV dinner.
The pudding one that you had to leave the plastic on but poke a few holes in it? Like, did you ever have that meal?
So how did they figure that out?
I don't know.
I mean,
the instructions were real specific back in the day. Remove the plastic except for this one compartment and poke 3 holes in it.
I know.
Microwave for 17 seconds.
Or either it's like you peel the film on the corner.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever. Or you take it completely off, not on the potatoes.
Oh. That's right. You had to read it all. I mean,
I know.
It was a training ground for following instructions.
It was. So was it
you
still
made the
like
mistake
that?
and ripped that thing off all of them. Meal's not working.
So with technology,
you done cook that brownie to the point it can't survive.
We're still having to do that.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't made a TV dinner
it's been a long time.
If I did, somebody else microwaved it for me.
I will say this though: the peas that were in it, terrible.
I didn't
absolutely horrible.
The mashed potatoes are fine.
That's fine.
Corn's fine.
Oh yeah.
Chicken.
I mean, if it wasn't, you just throw a little bit of salt in there and it's fine.
Chicken was fine.
But I love
the fish sticks were fine.
Yeah, the dress, like the stuffing, I guess, that's underneath the little slice of turkey. Oh, it was
good.
Wonderful.
It was good.
Wonderful.
I don't know. That's wild. Swanson, thank you.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
could have sponsored this podcast. This could have been brought to you
right.
by Swanson.
You know, one day the algorithm's going to pick this up and probably kick us off. You know, either Spotify or YouTube or whatever because they think we're promoting one of these. We're not. We're just
We're not.
We're asking to be promoted.
We have no ties to anybody.
So
Nobody's gonna pay us. What are we talking about? Keep dreaming, Jody.
you know, I'm not getting paid.
No,
You see these flashy clothes I'm
you've
wearing.
been holding
right?
out, haven't you? Oh
All
goodness.
right, pumpkin pie. You like pumpkin pie?
Let's be honest. I don't know that I've had
I want you to be
pumpkin
honest.
pie.
I don't want you to lie to me.
I was just saying, like, you know, I like sweet potatoes. But that's different than pumpkin pie, right? I've never had a pumpkin pie. It don't look appealing to me. When somebody shows that on one of the Hallmark videos and they're like, fresh pumpkin pie.
I'm not into it.
Doesn't strike a chord for me.
I like Cool Whip, but the Cool Whip ain't changing my mind about
The little dollop right in the middle all
Yeah.
the time. No.
So how are you supposed to eat that? You're supposed to get just a little bit of Cool Whip and then a bite. Is that what you do?
I don't
Or
know.
you get a bite and like, I gotta get some Cool with that because that ain't good.
Need to sweeten that joker up. Goodness.
Nice.
All right.
It's not America's favorite pie.
That's time to wrap it up. That's
Is
what
that,
that's.
is that what it is? So most people think pumpkin pie is the number one. But records show that people have been cooking up pumpkin pies since, give me a year. Go on out there. Go way on out there.
1821.
You should have gone even further.
1711.
You should have gone a little bit further.
1610.
1600s.
Okay.
How come we got records of them doing pumpkin pies?
We can't keep up with when they
We
pardoned
don't
the
know
first
when the
turkey.
turkeys, right. I mean,
Jokers.
shouldn't we have a list of names and turkeys so we know how many's been pardoned over the years?
A lady was probably in charge of keeping up with the pumpkin pie, and
guess
a guy
so.
was in charge of the turkey side.
That's exactly
And he
right.
went, oh, I knew I forgot
Yeah.
something.
Pumpkins were likely at the first Thanksgiving.
I like it.
I would have thought because we've always
Are
thought
they
it
eating
was.
them? They're eating the pumpkin.
Although probably not in pie form. So I don't know.
I'm guessing you roast, just slicing that thing and roast it.
How are you cooking that thing? Were you spitting the seeds out of it? That'd be nasty. You get a pumpkin seed in your mouth. How bad is that? You thought a watermelon seed was bad.
That's what I was saying. They had watermelon. They had pumpkin seed spitting competitions.
The dessert has been an important part of Thanksgiving meals since the 1700s.
1700s.
One Connecticut town even postponed the holiday in 1705 due to a molasses shortage
Ooh.
that prevented people from making the pies.
That's
So
bad.
you got to have molasses for it? I guess back
I guess
then
that's
you
what's
did.
making it a little different. I think there's some in there now.
So, however, the American Pie Council, did you know we had American Pie Council?
Hey, speaking of
Why
that
not?
efficiency board we talked about a few episodes ago,
I hope
I
this
got
is not
one
part
you're
of the government.
targeted.
Yeah, if this is part of the government. It's first on the list. I'm sending an email to Elon right after this.
get that joker chopped.
Yep.
I can't tell you how excited I am about that efficiency. I hope they actually are efficient and get rid of some stuff.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm going to be severely disappointed if they don't put the axe to some weird programs.
So they're gonna, put it out there, and I guess maybe one of the official websites or whatever. But I hope it's like updated like hourly, something like that. So I'm like, what now did they
It's on
find?
a ticker like at the bottom of CNN.
Yeah.
Watch clicking across the screen.
Oh, CNN will be having a nightmare with that. Ah!
All right, go ahead. Sorry, we got to wrap this thing up. People are going to be finished eating Thanksgiving when they
Yeah.
watch this.
So the American Pie Council, don't forget,
All
is putting an end to the pumpkin versus apple pie debate. According to their research, apple pies are America's favorite,
That's right.
with pumpkin coming in second, then chocolate, then pecan,
Ooh,
or I call it pecan.
I would have thought pecan would have been higher.
I did too.
Chocolate topped it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not even wild about a chocolate pie.
not either.
It's a strange.
That chocolate is good, but
love-
you can't do everything with chocolate.
I like chocolate, but chocolate and pie aren't my favorite.
Yeah.
I eat it. I'd eat it before I eat the pumpkin.
If
that's
I had
for sure.
chocolate pie in front of me right now, I'd eat it.
If there was a slice of chocolate and a slice of pumpkin, which one you picking?
I'm going with if we got you get one and I get
No,
the other.
no. You
I'm
get the-
going chocolate.
It's just yours.
And then I might dabble in the pumpkin, just like I don't remember what you taste like. Let me see.
I
Yep, that's
dabble
why I
in the
don't
pumpkin first and then eat the chocolate, so I end with the good stuff.
eat. Is that right? All right. So, of the 240 million turkeys raised in the U.S. this year,
How many? Give me that number one time.
240 million,
Whew.
45 million, or 18% of those will be baked, grilled, or fried.
Ooh.
for Thanksgiving.
I don't know many people that grill one. I know
No, I don't.
the frying has become a bigger deal. I know.
I don't even. I mean, when you say grill, I didn't even really think that's an option. I don't know. Just in my mind, it just never
Wasn't
never
one in
crossed
mine. I like it oven baked.
Yeah.
Never really had one that somebody fried right up. You ever had that?
No,
Like-
and I'll tell you why. Because it's dangerous.
Would you try it?
Maybe.
Let's try it.
You ever seen the videos of the frozen?
I've seen the
You put it
failed
in your
ones.
Yeah, that's rough.
You got to get that thing fully thawed out. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
You can't pop that joker in with any frozenness in it.
That's right. Funny we're saying that because it says if you're thinking of frying your bird this year, use extreme caution and make sure the fryer is outside.
Got it?
I mean, that's number one, right?
I think
mean,
that
did,
was a given.
Did you even think about bringing that
I wa-
propane tank inside?
Honey, I'm feeling a little
course not.
weird.
And make sure it's far away from anything flammable. Thanksgiving is the worst day of the year for home fires, resulting in approximately 2,000 homes catching fire.
Wow. Because the firefighters are eating Thanksgiving. They can't get there as fast.
No.
It's our day, too.
All right.
We could be eating bald eagle, but nope, we're eating turkey.
That's right, yep. So, Jingle Bells, did you know that originally that was a Thanksgiving song?
No way.
Yeah. James Pierpoint
Okay.
composed One Horse Open Sleigh in 1857, throwing all these dates out there.
I know.
We're having a quiz after this, so I hope you remember them. For children,
I've memorized one.
so he composed in 1857 for children celebrating Thanksgiving. It was such a hit that it was sung again at Christmas.
Wow.
And the tradition stuck. The title was changed 2 years later to Jingle Bells.
There you go.
What do you think
It
about
was
that?
same lyrics all along
Yeah.
the whole way.
All the way.
Why was it ever a Thanksgiving song? I mean, it's clearly it fit Christmas better. I give him that.
Yeah.
He missed the mark on his Thanksgiving. Riding in my sleigh, waiting on my turkey to come. I don't know what was. He had ate a seal burger. That's what happened.
That's
He had
what
had
it
a
was.
seal burger and said, "Well,
All right, a couple more things. Shoppers purchased nearly 214 million pounds of potatoes and 50 million pounds of sweet potatoes from U.S. supermarkets in the weeks before Thanksgiving.
man,
So leading up
the
to
turkey
Thanksgiving.
farmers better be on their game, but the potato farmers better be ready too."
That's a lot of potatoes. A lot of potatoes.
How many pounds of cranberry sauce? You got that statistic in front
I
of you?
I think I threw that in a way. I
Okay.
printed it and it wasn't that interesting. So
Okay.
sorry. My apologies.
It's
The one
like
thing.
6 ounces.
Yeah. So for comparison,
can.
214 million pounds is slightly heavier than an aircraft carrier, which is 204 million pounds.
That is an astronomical amount.
Ain't that crazy?
Was that? Can you back up to that one for a second?
can.
Was that simply in the U.S. or is that worldwide?
That is U.S.
Man, which I know everybody else is not doing Thanksgiving the way we are, but I was just wondering.
Us in Canada.
We're the only.
Europe has brick giving, something like that. Something
Okay.
like that. So
All right.
it's something similar. But
Same time of year, all tied together. Okay.
I would assume so. I had that too. I didn't go over it.
Somebody tell us.
All right, we'll
if
go
you're
over
watching
two
from
more
Britain.
things right here. So the Wednesday before Thanksgiving is usually the worst day to
Shop.
travel.
Oh. You ever been to the grocery store on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving?
Because usually they're shutting
I've
the
been
doors. Like
I've been backed up down an aisle before where the lines are like you're down there. Somebody's pushing back. Can I get the flour? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, hold on.
you had that pumpkin pie
I
that you got sent to the store for.
Oh man, if you missed an ingredient, it's just miserable. Somebody sends you on the day before Thanksgiving run. Bad
terrible.
stuff.
So people do most of their traveling the day before, and should expect to hit the road early that morning or after 6 p.m. if you want to,
Avoid the
make
traffic.
bed. That's right. So
Okay.
I think everybody knew that, but even if you're leaving early in the morning, if you got like a 6 hour, you're hitting it. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, you're just gonna
Unless you're
ride.
leaving at midnight.
You're riding with the traffic.
Yep.
Get in the flow of things and go.
All right, the last thing, the day after Thanksgiving is especially busy for plumbers. This sounds like a bad joke.
Oh,
You
that
know?
does. Plumber's like, I hate Thanksgiving.
So I was thinking of like maybe
clogged toilets.
That's
and
what I thought.
That's what I thought.
But that's not it.
Okay.
All right. So
I thought that's where you were going.
according to plumbing company Roto-Rooter,
Oh,
the day after Thanksgiving is far and away the busiest day of the year for them. The company warns to be extra careful with turkey grease, potato peels, rice, and stuffing, as they are sure to clog your drain or overwork your garbage disposal.
Oh,
So,
don't do it. Throw it in the
Clogged plugs is a
put
problem.
it in the compost pile
Yep.
or put it in the trash can.
How about that?
That's pretty good. So Jody, on this Thanksgiving episode, as you think about Thanksgiving, if you had to put it on a list of like a few things that you're thankful for, what tops the list? I'm not to put you on a total spot.
What am I thankful for on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I think the main thing is family.
Okay. If you're blessed enough to be able to, especially in our economy, we joke about these things, but if you can go out and just say, hey, budget be what it is, I'm going to go buy a feast. If you're blessed enough to do that, that's a pretty special thing to just get to say, hey, because there are some folks that don't get that. So I'm thankful for Lord providing employment for me and opportunity to provide for my family.
That's right.
I'm grateful for family. That's top of my list. Salvation is on top of my list.
No doubt.
That Jesus would even consider making a way when there was no way for us. So I'm thankful for that. Thankful for a church family that loves the Lord and loves each other. We're a part of a church family together, so we pretty neat to have folks that just share something in common. I'm thankful for that as well. Thankful for
Can I piggyback on everyone you just said?
Yeah.
I'm just right on there with everyone you just said.
I'm just saying, as you were talking, I was thinking about Thanksgiving. It's a lot to be thankful for. So, But the other thing that I was going to say I'm thankful for is that somebody would tune in and listen to us talk about random stuff and hang in there and actually subscribe and listen. That's pretty neat.
I know.
So if you're out there listening, we really appreciate you listening, and we're thankful for you. Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving.
That's right, especially those that watch on YouTube.
That's
You
right.
know, we feel sorry for you. We feel sorry for you
We
right
do.
now. I'm pointing at the camera. But we do appreciate you watching, but really listening. I mean, because we so many platforms. We've really been blessed, to have this little bit of a platform to, speak of what we like to do, our interests, and then praise God for everything He's done for us.
Amen.
We're not afraid to, mention the name of Jesus.
That's right.
So, and we'll say it as many times as we want to.
That's right. All right. Well, I think that's a wrap.
That's
we
it.
miss Spencer. Spencer's doing some work stuff he's got to do, so
He's a busy fella, I tell you
he
what.
works hard. We're thankful for Spencer,
We
too.
We are.
He's not family by blood, but family by choice, I
He's
guess.
special. He is special in my heart.
You take that every how you want to, Spencer.
Yeah, everybody have a good Thanksgiving, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Listen to our next episode when you might hear Josh say,
Merry Christmas.
woo, 52 minutes.
I know.